Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth, and I am here today because a source inside Nintendo has reached out to me, asking me for help to get out an important message to fans about the coming Legend of Zelda movie.
Oh, look, more culture war stuff. That's always fun. Seems like the main channel is just converging with the second channel at this rate. What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you a slightly different video today. We will be talking about Zelda, which is something that I'm going to be talking about a little bit more in the coming weeks, because I do have another Zelda video that I want to talk about. But this is more on the movie side of Zelda, which means more than likely this video is most definitely not going to get pushed by YouTube. So of course, if you want to continue getting videos like this and any of my other videos, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that good stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me. Specifically so that the algorithm will see that I have fans that like other things than Pokemon. You know, follow me at twitter.com/RSMario128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet, and I will shout you out at this portion of the video. As well as, if you don't want to do any of that stuff, just follow me on Twitter so you will always be notified when I send out a video. Because every video I make, alright, on any channel, I put a video link on Twitter. So, and it's not spammy, alright? You know, it is what it is. So, today we are talking to, well, we're not talking to, we're more like reacting to Victor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth. He is pretty big in the culture war space. He does a lot of, like, you know, oh, this is woke videos, but he also kind of does this insider thing. Like, he has, like, he's like some sort of Hollywood insider, which is why the get up and the character, I guess, to protect his identity, and also to kind of have fun doing culture war content. So yeah, you know, so now he has a bit of an inside track of what's going on with the Zelda movie. So yeah, let's get on into that.
Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth, and I am here today because a source inside Nintendo has reached out to me, asking me for help to get out an important message to fans about the coming Legend of Zelda movie. From what this source says, there's a great deal of pressure being brought on Nintendo to make this film version of the classic video game woke, and they wanted to get the word out to fans about the struggle that's going on behind the scenes, and to reassure fans that Nintendo is taking a bold stand in this instance and ask for the fans' help.
I'm not surprised there's pressure, man. This woke plague infects healthy companies and franchises and rots them out from the inside.
And he's basically saying that there are pressures on Nintendo to make the Zelda movie woke. Now, this is something that I kind of talked about in my initial video on the Zelda movie. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, there's some possibilities there. You know, and now, do I think they're actually gonna make the movie woke? No. Alright, I mean, because for one, I mean, Nintendo is a Japanese company, and I think they can see what has happened with the westernization of other franchises. Not to mention, the best thing about that 90s Mario movie is that movie was so freaking booty cheeks, so dookie butter, that movie scarred Nintendo for life. Okay, Nintendo, they're not gonna, they see, like, oh, that I guarantee you the meeting went like this. You know what I'm saying? The Sony exec came in and was like, oh my God, Nintendo, we should make Zelda more female friendly. Let's, like, you know, give like a Zelda, like, you know, a girl boss type of moment, and maybe have her help Link and, like, save him a little bit. And then the whole time that, you know, the Nintendo rep is probably just looking like this. Yeah, like, no, that's not gonna happen. But let's check out what Doomcock has to say, though.
So towards the end of November 2023, I was contacted by my Hollywood spies who sent me the following report. Quote, "Our source with Nintendo has sent us a message. The source told us, quote, if you would pass along a message to DVD telling him the following, let him know that Nintendo is under immense pressure to make Link not the hero and make the princess the one that saves him. Nintendo has told them to go pound sand, but there is a campaign to try and convince as many people that it will be woke so these people will avoid it." Unquote.
Oh boy, here we go.
When I got this update, I had many questions, particularly who is they? Who exactly is trying to force Nintendo into making the movie a twisted woke parody of what it's supposed to be? I asked my spies for follow-up, and here's what they told me. Quote, "Our source got back with us on this, and all they would say is people that are aligned with BlackRock and Vanguard. The source didn't want to reveal the exact people behind this. However, they did say that it would be helpful if you just get the word out that the forces of the woke and their bought and paid for media are trying to push a narrative that Nintendo is changing Zelda, and that's completely false."
What vile villainy! Are you telling us that these forces of woke are planning to sabotage Legend of Zelda by poisoning the fans against it?
So essentially, what he's saying here is that there are agents of BlackRock and Vanguard, which are big. They're like these big like holding companies. All right, they're basically these rich corporations that own a little piece of a bunch of different companies, and that they are, you know, they're basically the ones behind like ESG, you know what I'm saying, and DEI, like the diversity, equity, and inclusion and all. They're behind a lot of those initiatives on the corporate level. You know what I'm saying? And so he's saying that they are trying to pressure Nintendo into making Zelda woke by making Link a manzel, I think is what they call it, and making Zelda to be a strong female character a la Star Wars or anything else that's come out in the last like 5 years. And to be honest, I think it is pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a 30% chance that that's a thing that they're going to try to do. But again, Nintendo's not going to let that happen. The other thing here is that they're saying that if they don't actually make the movie woke, that they're going to lie and put out rumors that the movie is woke so that people then turn on the movie and it makes the PR bad and then they don't go to see it. Which is kind of where you lose me, because I'm sitting here thinking like, I mean, they could do that. They could, but I mean, it's not going to work. Like the people, you know, they hear about these rumors and they think that the movie's woke, similar to what they did with the Mario movie when they saw like, you know, Peach doing all the girl boss stuff and they thought, oh my gosh, they're going to make Peach a girl boss and the movie's going to be woke. And then that one psychopath that thought Rainbow Road was like a secret gay dog whistle or whatever, which is pretty insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to see that kind of stuff and they're going to believe it. And then, you know, the movie's going to come out and then the word of mouth is going to be like, oh, well, no, the movie's actually good. And then they're going to change everybody's mind. So I don't really see like how this is a good idea. Now, progressive ideologues aren't exactly smart people, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think they're dumb enough to try to do something like this. But let's see what the people have to say. Given how pathetic Nintendo is and has been for many years, I don't buy it. I say it's far more likely that Nintendo is
What?
wanting asinine.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Did he have like a stroke? Who let a Power World fan in here? Come on now. Who let this man in here? We all know that this guy's a Power World fan. Come on now. Get this man out of here. Sounded like a conversation between Joe Biden and John Fetterman. Get out of here. Nintendo is extremely protective of their IP, especially the core IP. Another detail to keep in mind is that they are very sensitive to the Japanese audience and focus on keeping them happy first. Yes and no. You gotta remember, I think more of these movie projects are more catered toward the West than they are Japan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think that's gonna be the case with this one. I mean, I don't think that means the movie's gonna be woke, but I do think. I mean, look at the Mario movie. All right, they got Illumination to do the Mario movie, and they had one of those like fight without honor scenes in there. That is, if that is not the most tropiest of Hollywood Western movie tropes that has ever troped. Okay. Mario movie trailer made me not want to watch it. Glad I did. Still don't want woke nonsense.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Sir, there's nothing woke about the Mario movie. All right, just because. Here's the thing. It's weird. Like some of these like anti-woke people are just as weird as some of the woke people. All right, because there's nothing wrong with female characters having agency in the story. The problem is if that agency doesn't make sense. All right. There's a line between a good female character and a strong female woman. Okay. Grateful you're covering this. Those of us in the otaku sphere have noticed a severe uptick in activists trying to creatively influence the culture, like the recent drama with the Japanese versus English translators inserting the message into the anime dub scripts. It seems now that they're done with their complete and total destruction of Western IPs, and they're coming after the Japanese ones. So I don't think this is that big a deal, because again, I think Nintendo's not going to let them get that much influence into the property. But here's the thing. You don't really have to worry about the translations, okay? All right, because 9 times out of 10, they're going to replace them with robots. So, you don't have to worry about wokeness or, human humor or, any of that kind of stuff, because it's going to be AI. Yay. Nintendo should name the people pressuring them so they don't defend themselves alone. Trust me, they're not alone, okay? They have an army of ninjas. All right, Nintendo is never alone. I'm surprised the woke wankers didn't resort to pressuring Sony to make Link transgender, since so many gaming trans activists consider him so. Yeah, I almost made a video about that article. I think it was like the Mary Sue, back when Tears of the Kingdom came out. I'm like, how is Link like a trans icon? Like, he cross-dressed 2 times, and both of them were to save the world. And one of them might not even be canon. How does this count as him being trans? Like, I keep seeing YouTuber and gamers like Endymion say Nintendo needs to get with the times. They need to modernize, but I strongly disagree. Yeah, I watched that Endymion video where he was talking about Pokemon versus Power World. And here's the thing. Endymion does not play Nintendo games. I strongly don't believe he's ever played a Nintendo game. Okay? Because he says the same thing about every Nintendo game whenever he makes a video. When he did the Zelda video, which I did a video on, alright, he was like, oh yeah, Nintendo needs to modernize Zelda, and they need to bring Zelda up to the modern times. And you know what I'm saying, oh man, the only reason why people rate these games so high is because of nostalgia. And I'm like, what else would you like? They completely overhauled Zelda, pretty much. Alright, so much so that people are actually angry about it. How much more modern do you want it to be? Alright, to me, whenever people said Nintendo need to modernize, I feel like they're saying, oh, I like action RPGs because I played Elden Ring at one time, and so I want like every game to be Elden Ring now. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what I feel like anyway. It sounds like someone is using Overlord DVD to stir up anti-woke. It sounds like someone's using Overlord DVD to stir up the anti-woke crowd. There's a very good chance that no one put pressure on Nintendo, but rather this looks like a very smart PR move on Nintendo to get the anti-woke people to become vocal supporters of the movie is smart. Stirring up that kind of fear sure beats bashing the audience the way Cowboy Bebop and Rings of Power did. Yeah, you know what? This could be true, honestly, because controversy sells. All right, you know what I'm saying? Look at Power World. All right, Power World pivoted off the controversy that they probably designed the pals like that on purpose to be controversial so that they can stir up a controversy so that you can have this Pokemon versus Power World community thing. And whenever you do that, people will literally buy the game to get at the other side of the controversy. Same thing happened with Atomic Heart. Same thing happened with Hogwarts Legacy. We're just going to see more and more stuff like this now because controversy is a proven mover of products now. So it's possible. So that's about it for this one. Do I think Nintendo is going to allow Zelda to be woke? No. Will there be some kind of concession made to the people who want to be woke? Maybe, because remember, the movie is being kind of catered to a Western audience, but with an Eastern audience in mind, because Zelda has both of those audiences. So, I think this might be wrong, but it's 2020, and in the 2020, well, not 2020, but it's the 2020s, and in the 2020s, we can't have nice things. So, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.